I'm going to be going over the top 5 most meta ways to earn money in this game. This is going to be the best ways to earn money that are also going to be the most convenient, the quickest way to earn money. Maybe even just the simplest, most fun way to earn money. Either way, it's what I class as meta. As we're about to get into this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get into number 5. Now, before we actually get into number 5, I want to get into an honorable mention, which would technically be number 6, and that is the Acid Lab. Yep, I'm actually giving honorable mentions before mentioning a single one on the list. You might be surprised to see that Acid Lab isn't on the list, and that is because of how hard it is technically to get. You can either buy the Brocade 6x6 for $750,000, or you can go to this R on the map right here and begin the DAX missions. Now, you're going to have a minimum of 6 missions to complete, and by the time you're done, you're going to have around $670,000, almost enough to buy the Acid Lab. But once you've got the Acid Lab, it isn't good enough on its own. It's going to be pretty terrible. It's not going to be something you really want to grind. You're going to want to upgrade this thing. To upgrade this thing, there's even more to do. This is why it's an honorable mention. You need to call Dax up, ring him up, wait for him to answer his stupid phone, and then you're going to want to request work. Now, these missions are boring. They take between 5 to 10 minutes, and you need to do 10 of them. The reason why this takes so long is because there's a 45-minute cooldown in between these missions. So yeah, bit of a pain in the... But it's worth it because it's now going to earn you over $500,000 in 3 hours without doing anything. The way I would use this business is by calling up Mutt on your phone and buying supplies for usually $60,000. Only do this with an upgraded Acid Lab. If it's not upgraded, you're not really going to get any profit whatsoever. If it is upgraded, well, you're looking at over $400,000 of profit, and that's going to save you time because you don't have to do this business, and it's going to make you a lot of money. All right, so it's important that this is on the list as an honorable mention, but it's not quite good enough to be in the top 5. With that being said, let's finally get into the top 5. In at number 5, we have the nightclub. Again, another passive business for all you people that like earning money without doing that much. The nightclub is perfect for you. Have a little dance, speak to your little security guards. Look at this guy. There are 2 ways to earn money with the nightclub. Popularity is the first way. As you can see, mine is empty, and that is because I haven't really been looking after this place. If you keep your popularity full, maximum, every single 45 minutes in GTA, you're going to earn $50,000. Come to this wall safe right here, open it up, and collect your money. Up to a maximum of 250k at a time. Easy money, right? Not that difficult to keep your popularity up. To keep it up, all you have to do is sometimes kick out some troublemakers that are in here, or maybe even take a VIP to the hospital. But that's the boring way that can sometimes take you a bit of time. The other way, which will cost you a little bit of money, but honestly, it's worth it, okay? This is how everybody does it. This is how I do it. And I'm just going to show you right now. You want to go to a computer and go down to a resident DJ. The first time you do this, it's going to be a little bit annoying. It's going to cost you $100,000, and you're going to have to actually go out your way to fetch that DJ. So the first time you do it, it's annoying, but it's going to completely refill your popularity. Now, the second time you do it, it's only going to cost you $10,000, but it's only going to upgrade your popularity by 10%. And it's also going to give you a cutscene that's around 30 seconds long. So you can imagine doing this 10 times to completely fill your popularity. You're going to watch 3 minutes worth of cutscenes. Now, this is where you decide to play it smart. You only get the cutscene if you do it from this computer. If you come over to the elevator shaft, head down to basement level 1 and go downstairs into this room and use this computer instead, you'll only have to rebook and rebook and rebook and rebook 10 times until it's completely full, your popularity. So now we know how to do the popularity, let's go over to the second way to earn money with the nightclub. Now, the second way to earn money with the nightclub is through the warehouse. Again, go to the computer, any computer, and head to the warehouse management part. Here, you're going to have 5 different technicians that you're going to need to buy. I'll go over the cost of this business at the end. And these people are going to fetch you money, but where they're going to get it from, they're going to get it from these businesses down here. We have cash creation, pharmaceutical research, cargo shipments, sporting goods, South American imports, organic produce, printing and copying. Which ones are the best ones? Which ones do you want? You want cash creation, pharmaceutical research, cargo and shipments, sporting goods, and South American imports. those are the ones that you're going to want the 5 technicians gathering stock from. But to unlock these are actual businesses you need to own already. So you're going to need a bunker, you're going to need a cola lockup, you'll need a special cargo warehouse, the Breaking Bad lab, and the counterfeit cash factory. Now you have all that and you have all your technicians assigned, you're going to get an extra $50,000 an hour without doing anything. So in total, the nightclub can earn you $100,000 completely passively while you grind other businesses. Every hour in this game, roughly, you're going to earn $100,000. Doesn't that sound too good to be true? Well, now let's go over the cost of this business and why it's at number 5. Okay, so without realizing it, the nightclub might be one of the most expensive businesses to actually buy and get up and running. The reason for that is because the nightclub itself, you're looking at $1 million. And if you're in a different location, 1.1, 1.3, 1.5, the base, $1 million. Now, if you go to renovate and you're going for storage, this is where you actually decide how much stock you can keep. Now, you don't necessarily need to get the maximum amount of storage. So because of that, I'm not even going to include this in the cost. If you do want the maximum amount, it is a lot. I'm not sure how much. It's a lot, I know that. Now, like we said, if you do want to use the warehouse, you do need the 5 technicians. And to buy the 5 technicians, it's going to cost you a total of $877,000. Then you also need the 5 businesses to go with it. The cheapest special cargo warehouse you can buy is $250,000. You'll also need a CEO office, which is usually $1 million. The cheapest bunker you can get is $1.1 million, or free if you're on PC. You'll need a cola lockup, which is $975,000. And the Breaking Bad lab, which is $910,000, and the counterfeit cash factory, which is $845,000. So that comes to a total of $5,145,000. So if you add on the price of all of that put together, that is a total of $7,102,000. Suddenly, this business doesn't look so great. Having said that, it is passive. It will take you 71 hours of playing this game to break even on this business. After that, it's going to take you 10 hours to make your first $1 million profit. In total, it's going to take you 81 hours of grinding this game after purchasing everything you need to make your first $1 million profit. But it is still worth it. Let's get into number 4. I've probably talked your head off. Okay, so coming in at number 4, we have the Clucking Bell Farm Raid. This is kind of new, and by kind of new, I mean maybe 6 months old. It is not a business. You can do this from level 1, which is why it's so amazing, which is why it's on the list. It costs you $0 to start these missions. You have to come to this point on the map and talk to Vincent. Now, it takes about an hour and a half to complete, but you're going to get $500,000 for completing this each time you complete it. And the first time you complete this, you'll get an additional $300,000. So first time completing it, you'll get $800,000. And the reason it's above the nightclub is because there is no cost of entry. $0, like I said, instant profit within an hour and a half of playing this game. How good is that? That's amazing. So getting into number 3, we have the agency. The agency's minimum cost is $2 million to buy. So with the agency, there are payphone hits. And this is a mission that's literally going to take you between 2 to 5 minutes to complete. It might just tell you to assassinate somebody. You'll get $15,000, but if you assassinate them the exact way that they want you to, you'll get the bonus, which will net you $45,000. And there's a 10-minute cooldown on these. So if you just want to grind these in an hour, you'll earn $180,000. Not bad. The other way is through security contracts. Another type of mission that's going to take you between, I want to say 3 to 8 minutes. What you get paid depends on the difficulty. There's professional, which is the lower end of pay, or there's specialist or specialist plus, which is the higher end pay, which will be paying you around $70,000 per contract. And after each contract, there's a 5-minute cooldown, which means you could really do around 6 of these in an hour, which will get you around $300,000 in an hour. If you really wanted to, during that cooldown, you could be doing a payphone hit and making even more than $300,000 in an hour. But if you want to make the big bucks, there's another way to earn money with the agency. There's a contract called the Dr. Dre contract. Now, you first have to complete 2 security contracts, and then the letter F will pop up on your map at the golf course. Head over to the golf course and begin the Dr. Dre contract. The first time completing it, it's going to take you around 2.5 hours because you can't skip the cutscenes and you have to wait to be contacted after each mission. After you've completed this once, it'll only take you around an hour and a half and you're going to receive $1 million for completing this. Very awesome, but not much repeatability. Gets a little bit repetitive if I'm being honest, which is why it's third on the list. If you've used the agency before, let me know what you think about this one. Number 2, my personal favorite way to earn money in the game right now. It's a little bit casual and I do enjoy it. I do think it's fun, and that is the auto shop. Some people might be like, what? The auto shop? Trust me, the auto shop is heavily slept on. Heavily. The way you earn money with this is through these contracts right here. Most contracts will pay 175,000, 180,000, but there is one which will give you $300,000 called the Union Depository contract, and it doesn't take you long at all. Let's say for argument's sake it takes you 30 minutes, which if you get good at it you can do a lot faster than that. You've just made $300,000 in 30 minutes. Then go ahead and complete another contract. I recommend the bank contract because you can complete that one even faster than most because you can skip some of the setups, and that's just made you another 180,000. So in 1 hour you've just made just under 500k if you're slow. On top of that, after completing those, sometimes cars will spawn here. You just have to modify it for the customer, customize it exactly to the customer's needs, just like that. Confirm it. It's going to cost me 35k, but as you can see, upon delivery I'll get the 35k back plus an additional 25k. I deliver this myself, I'll get the full value. I'll let the staff deliver it. Sometimes they crash it, you'll not quite make all that money back, but if you let the staff deliver it, it's still free money. So sometimes I like to do that, save myself a little bit of time. And just like that, in 1 hour, well over 500k. Such a good, fun business to complete. Let's get into the number 1 way to make money, the most meta way on GTA to make money, and that is Cayo Perico. If you've never heard of this, it is a solo heist. Now I'm going to show you how to actually start up Cayo Perico before we get into the costs and stuff. First, you want to head to the casino. If you don't know where that is, it's exactly where I just pointed on the map. Once you're at the casino, you want to head around the back, go this way. You'll see a musical note on your mini map and just head inside. Head down these stairs and over to this direction, and you'll have somebody called Martin Madrazo who's sat right there. Talk to him. He's basically going to tell you about this heist that he's thinking of doing, and it will unlock you the ability to have the Kasatka unlocked. This thing is going to cost you $2.2 million to buy. If you want to make Cayo Perico even faster, go ahead and purchase a Sparrow as well, one of the fastest helicopters on the game as well, by the way. Once you've purchased that, you can even change your spawn location to Kasatka and then change your lobby and it will instantly take you there. You'll get to meet Pavel for the first time. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Looks like a bit of a weirdo. But either way, this is the money-making machine, as I like to call it, because you're going to make tens of millions of dollars in this place. First, come to this desk, set up the heist. It's going to cost you $100,000 absolute robbery just to set that heist up. But go ahead and gather intel. Now, I'm not going to lie, first time completing Cayo Perico can be a little bit boring. There's a lot of cutscenes you have to watch. You don't have to do this again. You skip straight through the cutscenes the second time. You can get all of the intel, all the setups complete within 45 minutes if you're pretty good. Even faster if you're really good. The heist itself is going to take you around 12 minutes, less than 15 definitely. And you're going to earn, first time completing it, $1.8 million. As I'm making this video, there's a special primary target out called the Panther statue, which means you can earn even more. You're looking at $1.9 million just for the statue. This business, this way to make money, solo every 3 hours, because that's the cooldown on Cayo Perico, unfortunately. If you're doing it solo, you can make around $1.5 million, and it doesn't take you long at all. And that's my top 5 list of the most meta ways to earn money in GTA Online.